Here on the screen you see a program to sort the array elements using a method named as insertion sort. You see on the screen upper half of the program, and here you see now the lower half of this program. I have already written the full program. Now let us understand the functioning of this program. From you see the part under the blue area. This part is very simple. You have seen these things almost in all programs related to an array. This part is to take the size for the array and to take the array elements. Now I show you the second part. Now the blue area, this part, the second part is the blue area. You see, this is the main area of this code which is responsible for this insertion sort. So we have to understand the mechanism of this part. So I copy this part and I am pasting the same part here so that we can understand the mechanism. Okay, now here you see an example. This is the example. These data are an array elements of size 8. You see 8 data in this blue area. So this is an array containing 8 elements, and we have to sort these elements. You see the elements under the blue area are not sorted, and sorting means obviously we have to make it either in ascending order or in descending order. In this program we will arrange the elements in ascending order, and so let us begin. First, you see here I is 1. Initially I is taken to be 1. Why I is taken 1? I not 0. Array index starts from 0, so one may think that I initially should be 0. I is not 0 initially here, because 0 means the first element of the array, and any array containing only one element is always sorted. So, and only one element means the first element, this element. So if you take one element, then that is already sorted. in insertion sort we take a sub array of size 1. So here that array, that sub array containing only one element is 23, and thereafter we increase the size of this sub array from 1 to 2, then 3, then 4, and we go on increasing until this sub array becomes equal to this whole array. So since this subarray containing only one element is already sorted, so I am going to make it green. Because it is okay. Okay, I now have made the first element green. Now let us proceed for the second element. You see the second element is 23, sorry 34, and here you see the part of the code which is responsible for the sorting of this array. Here you see I equals to 1, obviously I is 1, here is I, and here is the index number. The red numbers you see on the screen are for index numbers. So initially obviously I is 1, and you know that AI means the number under the index 1, so this number is 34. So AI will be, here I write, for it is for the rough work, AI equals to 34. I mark the rough work in some other color so that the viewer may not be confused. Here I am marking this with some other color. Suppose it is blue. Okay, so whenever you see the blue color, it means that that is rough. So in our case, here you see key is AI, so it is 34. Here I type accordingly key, and this will be in blue according to our plan. Okay, so key is 34. Now now see k is I minus 1. Here in our case I is 1, so 1 minus 1 will be 0, so k will be 0, and obviously you see k is 0, you see k is 0. Now we proceed. Here it says, now after that you see a while loop. This is the while loop, and under this while loop you see the condition. There are two conditions. K is greater than minus 1, obviously k is 0. This means that k is greater than minus 1, and second condition is ak is greater than key. Here is k and here a0, so ak means a0 is 23, and this 23, here I type again ak Okay, AK is 23. Now here the second condition says that AK is greater than 20 key. AK is greater than key. So AK is 23 and key is 34. So this condition is not true. Not true. So this while loop will not be executed. This part will not work. So since this part is not going to be work because the condition fails, so the for loop, this for loop will go for the second run. This means that I will be now 2. So as you go for the second run, this means that the work corresponding to this element, the second element, is complete because this second element is under the I equals to 1, and you see we go for the second run, that is I equals to 2. So corresponding to I equals to 1, our work is complete. So I make it green. I make it green. Now you see earlier the green numbers are the elements of the subarray. You know, at first it was an array of one element, and now the subarray contains two elements. I have added one more element into that. In this way, we increase the size of this subarray until we reach at the end. Now, I is for the second run, I will be 2, because you see I plus plus means we have to increase the value of I after each run. So I now will be 2. So I will be here, I is 2. Now you know this was the rough work for the first run. So I erase the blue parts. Now we do the rough work for the second run, that is I equals to 2. And now you see key is AI. So I again type in blue, key equals to, this will be in blue color because this stands for the rough work. Okay, now key, you see key is AI. AI means here is I and here is AI, that is 12. So here will be 12. Thereafter K, we have to take K. K is I minus 1. So K will be I is 2. I means index number. Index numbers are shown in red colors. So I is 2. Here K is I minus 1. 2 minus 1. So K will be now 1. So for the second run, K will be above 1. Here will be K. Okay, now it is okay. So the next you see the while loop. Under this while loop, you see two conditions, K is greater than minus 1 and you see k is here 1, obviously 1 is greater than -1, and this double ampersand means, here you see double ampersand, it means that and, it means and, so it should satisfy the second condition as well. ak is greater than key, so let us find ak. K is 1, so under 1, here is 1 index number, under 1 it is 34, so here will be 34. Now the second condition, you see ak is greater than key, ak is 34 and obviously 34 is greater than 12, so the body of this while loop will be executed this time because both conditions are true. These two conditions are true, these two conditions hold, so the body of the while loop will be executed. The body of the while loop means this part. This part is the body of the while loop. This will be executed, and see here you see first C statement inside the body of the while loop is ak plus 1 will be given the value of ak plus 1 k is 1, so ak plus 1 means a2, so here is a2, here is a2, and this will be given the value of ak. Ak means k is 1, so ak means this 34, so here will be 34. Okay, now thereafter you see the second statement. Second statement is this is the second statement inside the while loop, and this statement says that k equals to k minus 1, so k will be k is 1, you see k is 1, but this statement k equals to k minus 1 means k equals to k minus 1 means it will be now 0, because you see k is 1 here, so if you put 1 here, then 1 minus 1 it will be 0, so k is 0 now. Since k is 0, so we type this k over 0. Okay, now see the third statement. Third statement inside the while loop, you see that third statement is ak plus 1. ak plus 1 will store the value of key, and you see that key is 12, so ak plus 1, k is 0, here you see, so ak plus 1 means a0, sorry, ak plus 1 means a1, if you put here k equals to 0, then it will be a1, a1 will be equals to key means 12, so a1 will be 12, so a1 means here is the 1 and here a1, now here a1 is being updated, it is now 12. Okay, now this while loop has run for the first time, now it will run again for the second time. While is a loop, and you know any loop runs many times until the condition fails. If condition is true, it will continue to run. So for the next time, you see the latest value of k is 0, so we can erase this value k equals to 1, because that was old value. Now for the second time, see the condition again. Here first condition is k is greater than minus 1. Obviously k equals to 0, 0 is greater than minus 1. And see the second condition. Second condition is ak is greater than key. So here you see k is 0, then ak means a0 means here is k, a0 means 23, 23 is greater than key is 12, obviously 23 is greater than 12. The condition, both conditions are true, so the while loop will run for the second time, and let us see what we'll do. Here you see ak plus 1 will be given the value of ak, k is 0, so ak plus 1 means a1 and here a0. So in a1 we have to put the value of a0, and you see here is the a1, and at the place of a1 we have to put the value of a0. a0 is 23, so here at the place of a1 there will be 23. Now the second statement, you see the second statement, here is the second statement. This is the second statement inside the for loop. Second statement is k equals to k minus 1, and you see that k is 0. Here you see k is 0, so we have to put here 0 now, 0, and you know 0 minus 1 will be minus 1. So the latest value of k is minus 1. Now see the third statement inside the while loop. The third statement is ak plus 1. K is minus 1, so ak plus 1 means a0. a0 is taking the value of key, and you see that key is 12, so a0 will be 12. So a0, here this value is a0 and will take 12, so here will be 12. Now with this, if you go for the next time, the while loop will not work because now k is minus 1. If you go for the while loop, then the first condition says that k must be greater than minus 1, but k is minus 1, so this while loop is not going to work after that, taking the value of k as minus 1. This while loop will not work, so you will come out of the loop and you will go for the next value of I. Here the value of I is currently 2. You see, next value means now it will be, the I will be 3. But before going to next, we should see the first 3. You see first 3? Yes, 12, 23, 34. We have got this third element now, because for this we have completed our work. We have completed. Only then we go for the next value of I, that is 3. So before going to next value of I, we should make this green. I am making it green because work corresponding to this number is complete. You can see that now the size of sub array is 3. As I already told you that the green part is for the sub array, and you must notice that this sub array is sorted. Okay, in this way now we do work for 45. Thereafter, then if you complete that work, then the size of sub array will be 4, and obviously that will be sorted. And for thereafter you go for 33, 67, in the same way 7, and at the end for 11, then you will get complete sorted array. This is the mechanism of this program. Now I go to execute this program, but before that I show you the function of this last part. You see the last part. This last part very simple. You may understand that this part stands to show the user the output. So very simple. Now let us execute this program. I am going to execute the whole program. Okay, it says enter the size. You can take any size, 10, 12, 50. I take the size to be 6. Something is wrong. Let us see what is wrong. Okay, let us execute it again. Here we should add one more thing, that is a printf function to show the user a message to enter the array elements. Array elements are okay. Now it is clear. Now it is clear. Let us run this again. I have not disturbed the main part. The main part means that part which is responsible for the sorting. Now it says enter the size. I type 7 here, and so I have to enter 7 numbers. You can type any 7 numbers, 7 integers, 78, 90, 45, 112, thereafter 0. You can take negative numbers as well, and here 80. Okay, you see here is the output. This is the output, and you see the output under the white area, and you see the numbers in the white area are in ascending order. This means that our array elements are sorted. Okay, so see the code and observe every part of this code. Try to understand. Even then, if you don't get any part of this code, write in the comment box of this video. I show you the entire code once again. This is the upper half of this code, and here you see the lower half of this code. Okay.